FFG family around the world. My name is Rose Kudi from the Solomon Islands. My topic of sharing today will be on confidence. Now, why do we need to have confidence or self-confidence? There are many people in the world who have many difficulties in achieving their dreams in life or be successful in life. Why? Because of the lack of confidence in themselves. Let me first of all define what is confidence. Confidence is believing in oneself, trusting in oneself, or having faith in oneself to be able to achieve their goals and dreams in life. It is being realistic in one's capability and a feeling of secure in that knowledge. So when you have that knowledge, it drives an individual to do something that will lead him or her to achieve or be successful in life. It is very important. People around the world must have this self-confidence in them in order to carry on with life destination. Why do we need confidence and how do we develop it? We need confidence when we make decisions. We have to be able to understand our situation, and the knowledge of self-confidence will help each person make the right decision for the future. That future depends on what a person really have in his or her self. So how do we build this confidence or self-confidence in ourselves? In FFG, we have trainings. The first training that we attend is bootcamp training. The bootcamp training is an amazing training prepared by our founder. It is where, or I can reflect that it is like a mirror, that you see yourself in this mirror. When you have completed the bootcamp, you see yourself in that mirror, and when you finish or when you go back, you reflect in yourself, and you find yourself to be the person you never know before. But now, knowing or attending this bootcamp, you see yourself as a different person. After the bootcamp, we attended NetCamp. In NetCamp, we apply what we learned from bootcamp. So it is an application of what we learned from bootcamp in the NetCamp. So we learn to apply what we acquire from bootcamp. It is very important because in life, when we learn or when we acquire knowledge, we need to apply it in our lives. This makes our life different. After the NetCamp, when we return to our respective homes, we also listen to the CDs prepared by our founder, Mr. Paongi, and we learn from what he trains us through the CDs. We also have the recommended books written by successful people in which they share their life stories from where they were before and when they are successful. So they have walked the talk. Through those books, we learn to improve ourselves and apply it and develop ourselves when we acquire those knowledge. Back in our countries, we also have trainings, weekly trainings. So we have wealthy shows, we have wealthy shares, and we have FFGO, where we have our top leader or the highest leader visits our country. So it keeps the momentum and it keeps our energy really high to get us going through the process of being a quality leader. In FFG, we also have an opportunity to be trained through the mentoring program. What is mentoring program? Mentoring program is a process in which a leader to become a mentor has to go through. So you have to meet the criteria that are set for you. So the first criteria is to be able to get 12 direct diamonds or direct reverse. And the second one is you have in your team A and B leg, you have to get 8 direct or indirect diamonds. And the third criteria is 5 group bonus in each of your legs. And the fourth one is 10 level dips on A leg and B leg. And the fifth one is 36 new distributors on both legs. And the next one is 3 times 21. This is a program in which an individual person needs to read and to listen to CD, do the activity each day, and be able to summarize in 5 minutes on WhatsApp. When you record it on WhatsApp, your leaders or our leaders listen to what you say or listen to what you have recorded, and they can comment on what you summarize in order for you to identify your weaknesses and be able to develop and improve in those weaknesses. This is an amazing program. You are given 90 days to do all this. So within the 90 days, a leader must be able to achieve within the time period. So it is very important that when you complete this, you become a mentor. You achieve your mentorship. And after the mentorship, when there is a DNA night, it is also an event where you are recognized on stage by our leaders. So when you achieve this, your accomplishment gets you to a stage in where you receive your trophy. It is very important that these trophies you receive in front of your world leaders. To receive a trophy on stage is very significant for a person after achieving or accomplishing what she or he has been given to 90 days to do. As leaders, this is a sign that you are a quality leader. When you complete all this, you don't stop there but to continue to learn from our leaders. It is very important because from what you have achieved, you need to duplicate. You need to be able to duplicate what you have learned to your downlines. Building leaders under your team is very important. Therefore, what you have learned, you need to duplicate in order that others will also become a leader like you. So, when one achieves or have accomplished that first stage of leadership, it gives or it motivates a leader to set his or her own goals in life or even in business, in community, or in the world around you. So they can make short-term goals. For example, you look for the 12 direct diamonds to become a mentor. When you complete that in 90 days, that's your short-term goal. You can also have medium-term goals. That is when you continue and build leaders under your team and achieve the next rank in your level of leadership. And the long-term goal would be, an example would be to achieve a big team or to build a big team and be a professional builder in networking. That one day you'll become a passive income earner in this business. This is very important for a leader to understand and to be able to grow in every aspect of life. In my conclusion, I would like to leave this with you. First of all, be strong, have faith in yourself, be thankful that you are a person of quality when you go through all these trainings and you see yourself as someone different from the very beginning. So I would like to leave you in my conclusion with the 7 ways of showing confidence. Number one, stand tall. When you take the stage, show yourself as a leader or your self-confidence. Number two, make eye contacts. It is very important that when you're on stage, you make contacts to your audience. That's when you know that your audience are listening to you and are getting information you want to get across. Number three is do not fidget. Fidget is something like a habit. When you do the presentation or do the talking on stage, you may scratch your hair, or maybe you put your hands in the pocket and pull it out again. So do not show this when you are on stage. Number four is speak slowly and clearly. It is very important that the information you want to get across to your audience, they must understand and they must grasp the information that you want to get across to them. So speaking slowly and clearly really helps the listeners to understand and to know what the information you are getting across. The fifth one is allow silence. When you are talking or when you do the presentation on stage, take time to allow silence. That is when you think and listen to yourself before you continue with your talking or your presentation. And the sixth one is take big steps. When you are on stage, you practice this in every stage that you take. So practice makes perfect. Each time you go on stage, you do this or you practice this on stage. And the seventh one is make sure that your hands are visible. When you are talking and express things, you use your hands to express, so everybody sees your hands. And when you explain things, you can use your hands so everybody also sees that you have the confidence of expressing using your hands. So I believe you have learned from my sharing today, and it will help someone out there to develop and to be able to improve him or herself in applying the knowledge that you learn from my sharing. Thank you, my FFG family, and thank you for your listening. See you next time in my FFG TV.